Reclaimer. This is a very... Oh, dude, I don't like that stupid HUD. After doing the last voiceover with all the vehicle combat and no helmet thing like bobbing around.
Yeah.
I really don't like that. I hope a lot of people complain about that on the forums and they have that be an option.
Toggleable.
Yeah, like they add that as an option because it's not an option right now. 'Cause I don't like it. It's really annoying. Just looking at it, it's annoying. When you're playing, it actually doesn't bother me at all. I didn't even notice it. It's really, really minor, but watching the video of it, it's obnoxious as hell. And the more I talk about it, the more I can't take my eyes off.
Well, you better not talk about it.
So, the achievement for this level is called Mortardom. You have to hijack a wraith and kill 4 other wraiths with said wraith that you jacked. You have to do a lot of wraith jacking. It's a lot of wraith HJs. And you also get... Oh, so I said before that the only armor ability that I like in this game is the turret, the combat drone.
And the jetpack.
And the jetpack. I forgot about the jetpack. But you don't get the jetpack as frequently as you do the combat drone. Mainly because they designed some of these levels specifically to work really well with the jetpack, which makes sense.
You are on an enormous car.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a hybrid. It runs off of...
Dog farts?
Yeah. Carbon dioxide. And
methane
and recycled paper.
I always like that after they go to the future and Back to the Future 2, the DeLorean runs on like garbage and he's like, you know, putting banana peels and eggshells in the fuel chamber. I always thought that was so cool.
And we're there now, right? I think we're actually... What year was that? What year was that in the movie?
No clue.
I think we're either there or we're really close. We're either past it or we're very close to being past the year. I can't remember what year it was. But we should have hoverboards very soon. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you can power a car off of used grease.
And self... Oh god, what's that South Park episode where they like smell their own farts and like they're like the Apple product users. Okay, so I should say real quick, this whatever this huge vehicle is called, it's got 2 of these rocket turrets on both sides, or 1 rocket turret on each side. It's got infinite ammo, and you can't pick it up like you can like a normal machine gun turret, but it if you get hit enough while you're on one of them, it will break off and it will not respawn. Sometimes. I don't understand like how the respawning mechanic for this works, because I would have sworn that I had it respawn on me once, but as I was recording this, the one on this side broke off. Like, so that drop ship, it's gonna hit me in a second and it's gonna knock it off and it's gonna like completely break my ability to use the rocket turret for the rest of the level. And I remembered in like my trial run that it was still working, but anyway.
So try to avoid that?
Yeah, yes. Like if you're about to get shot, like get off that thing. And or reload from last checkpoint, because you're never gonna be able to use it again for the rest of the level, and it makes it so much easier if you get to use that thing. So what you gotta do is get to the back of this area. Go to the objective, just pick that thing up, and then run back to the transport vehicle. I wish I remember what that was called. Cortana makes a joke about how the dude, Jack Del Rio, is overcompensating for the size. You know, it's a penis joke.
Yeah.
Right. So how many people playing this game, not watching this video, playing this game, do you think understand that joke?
All of them?
Really?
It's like the most common joke. Cool car equals small penis. Just how it goes. AKA, people who don't have cool cars are jealous.
And have small penises.
Everyone has small penis.
Well, that's not a joke, that's a fact. When you go into the Ferrari dealership, they have a Wang measuring machine.
Sir, your dong is too long.
Sir, you have way too much self-confidence. You cannot buy this Ferrari. this is not the vehicle for you. We have a minivan that I think would fit you more appropriately.
Oh, is that why I love minivans so much?
No, see, you have a reverse overcompensation. Is that a thing? I think it is. Like, you overcompensate so much, you don't want to overcompensate and make it obvious that you're overcompensating. So you get the shittiest car. Reverse overcompensation.
So
That's a thing.
I drive a shitty car
That's a
and have
thing.
a small wiener.
Right.
Oh.
Your car does not have a door handle on the driver's door. That's reverse overcompensation.
I think overcompensation. What's it called from when you measure how long your dick is from your butthole? Is that overcompensation? Yeah, it's 10 inches. Easy.
Yeah, well, I measure from the small of my back down past my asshole, past my taint, to 3 inches past the end of my penis. Yeah, is that overcompensation, or is that just like
Blatant lying.
I think it's just blatant lying. Like, overcompensation is driving a Hummer raised on enormous rims, or I mean, like, it's something that says, "Look at me," but it's not like a huge penis, right? Because, well, I mean, I guess driving a huge Hummer kind of says, "Hey, look at me." Anyway, so for this section,
This is where you jack a wraith.
there's actually no wraith jacking. Those are banshees flying up there. So
Wraith.
on
It's a wraith, a tank.
the wraith is the Covenant tank, yeah. So I have not got this achievement yet, and I don't know how to hijack a wraith. Because every time I try to hijack one, I kill it.
You throw a grenade in it.
Well, you either can throw a grenade in it and kill it, or melee it and kill it. But there's no difficulty requirements for that achievement. So I've been playing on Legendary, so I'm hoping that by putting it on like easy, I'll be able to get it pretty quickly. So for this section, there are 3 like force field bubbles. And you have to destroy them all to like take out the big force field bubble to move on. But after just taking out one of them... Oh, so this is that energy dome we were talking about.
Yeah.
Like, that was the best... That was my favorite armor ability from the previous Halo game, right? Like, we talked about that
Yeah.
before. We'll go back into that in a minute. But you take out one of those energy-generating shields, and then this thing will move forward, and then you can get into it.
That guy's getting
that
tossed around.
Yeah, he's getting his salad tossed around by this H3. H2 squared? Yeah, it's about the size of a Hummer doubled. So it moves forward, and then you can jump on this rocket turret and just lay waste to everything. And not waste a lot of ammo or a lot of time. I'm addicted to this stupid game.
Yeah, you are.
Is it addicted? Because, like, personally, I don't consider it addicted. And I'm not talking about Halo that I'm
Is it
addicted
okay
to
if
right
I
now.
play Hero Academy while we do this voiceover?
But I'm only playing this for the next day because I want to make a video of it tomorrow. Of the Halo Mountain Dew edition iPhone game.
Dorito.
Like, I don't give a fuck, right? Like, if I wasn't running this site and planning on making a video tomorrow, I wouldn't give a shit, and I would not be playing it right now while I'm doing a voiceover. Just clicking collect. Like, I realize there's no merit to that at all. I get no satisfaction out of playing it. But
Okay.
I do get satisfaction out of making a video.
And out of being the #1 7-Eleven customer in your area.
Hell yeah, I can't wait. Now, when I look back on all the time that I wasted playing video games when I was younger, I'm not ashamed, but I feel like I wasted a shitload of time. Right? Like like it was wasted time. Like I wasted a shitload of time in high school and in middle school and in college before I started the site just playing games. And even now I waste a lot of time playing games. But now that we're making videos, it feels somehow justified and it pays for every day.
I don't think
you
it's a
get
waste
that?
of time.
What, the time we spent just playing Halo?
Yeah, it's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable use of your time.
Playing Halo in Tony's basement when we had 4 TVs hooked up with Xboxes, all playing Halo
LAN
1,
party.
having literally like a LAN party every night in the summer. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a lot of the shitty games I played. I don't consider that wasted time. There are a lot of games I did waste a lot of time playing. Like crazy Japanese RPGs I can't even remember the name of. And shitty games I rented from Blockbuster just because just because I was at Blockbuster and my dad said, "You want to get a game?" I'm like, hell yeah, let's rent a game. I'm not gonna say no to that. Let's rent a game. There are plenty of games I've played that I just wasted time playing, and that I wish I didn't waste so much time playing. But now I don't know. It's so much more satisfying to be playing a game and make a walkthrough or make a video to maybe influence someone's purchase decision about a game, or like the premature evaluations. Like I get a lot of satisfaction out of making those videos.
The fact that you suffered through Resident Evil 6, maybe someone else will skip it because they saw you're suffering.
Well, that and maybe someone bought it and needs help, and for my walkthrough for it. That makes it so much easier to play an inordinate. Or to spend an inordinate amount of time playing that game. Oh, this part sucks. So, there's a Gauss Cannon Warthog here. And hopefully your stupid teammate will get in the driver's seat and drive you around for a while. There is no easy way to get through this part, because if you get on the rocket turrets on that big vehicle, the rocket turrets will get destroyed so quickly that it's like you can't even use it, just taking a little bit of damage from the Wraith or from those ghosts, it'll just get destroyed right away. So you basically have to drive around on this Gauss Warthog. Fortunately, there's a decent amount of checkpoints. Like, the checkpoints come pretty quickly, and it's just, right now, you're just surviving. Don't bother shooting anything but the Wraiths or the ghosts. Like, the Wraiths usually take 2 shots, 3 shots to kill. The ghosts, if you get like the sweet spot kind of on the side, you can get them in 1 shot, but usually they take 2 shots, like if you just hit them right in the front, because they're usually kind of facing you. And if the AI gets kind of stuck on something, then you're going to die. But like I said, there's a decent amount of checkpoints, so that doesn't happen too often. It takes a little bit of luck to get through this part doing it this way, but it's I don't know, it's just how the game works. It's Halo.
Yeah.
Does that sound fun?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes down to like getting lucky in a highly technical game, it's incredibly frustrating.
Very highly technical game.
Like the controls are super tight, super good. And
yeah, that's why Halo's so great. Because even though, like I said in the previous video, the game really hasn't changed that much since Halo 3, the controls are still the best. Call of Duty may have taken that title, but they're excellent.
1 and 2.
They are one of the best, if not the best. And that's why, like, if they don't change a thing, if it's literally just a map pack, a reskinning of something that you've already paid $60 for, it's still an excellent game. Much better than Medal of Honor or what's another average first-person shooter? Not Battlefield. Well, Battlefield on the console, I didn't like. Battlefield on the PC, that's different. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Army of Two.
Army of Two. Well, that's a third-person shooter. But you're right. Like, it's the same idea. Okay, so what you're supposed to do is take that gravity lift up into the dropship. But the easiest way I found to do it is just go on the tip of this rock right here. jump up, and then jetpack up to the top.
Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah. So what you're supposed to do is fight your way through the dropship, and there's a ton of enemies in there. But so you're supposed to fight your way through it, and then jump out of the top of it and leave.
Mm-hmm.
But fuck that. I'm going in the top, going straight for the energy core, throwing a grenade at the see the game.
Yeah, it's like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, you're not supposed to go this way. The enemies haven't spawned yet. So, yeah, just throw melee off the protective shield for that thing, and then jump out the roof.
That was awesome.
Jump out the way that you came in.
That was so awesome.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that.
Like you're doing it
climbing on stuff.
Doing it the complete wrong way, but it works out.
Yeah.
And then you see enemies spawn like that. I don't like seeing the enemies spawn like that. That kind of pisses me off. Because a lot of time the AI is not programmed well enough to accommodate for the fact that you saw them spawn and they'll just kill you instantly, even though you saw them appear out of nothing.
I just mean the climbing on huge things. It's really cool.
Oh, yeah, especially with the jetpack. I love... so, not many shooters do this anymore. Well, not many shooters don't have jumping in their games anymore. A lot of shooters will have, like Medal of Honor, will have shooting in it. I mean, shooting. Of course it has shooting in it. It'll have jumping in it, but it doesn't really affect how the game flows at all. But Halo has always been one of the best games at that. If you're good at jumping and crouch jumping, it affects how the game plays, especially in multiplayer.
Get the hell out of places.
You can get the hell out of places, and you have to you'll have to nail a jump to escape a situation, or you can do a jump and approach a whole a different situation from a completely new vantage point.
Mm-hmm.
But the jetpack adds a whole new dimension to that.
Yeah. Like
Medal of Honor, you can jump, but there's no...
It's not going to do you any good.
Right, it's like... Okay, so here's what happens. They added jumping because reviewers would complain if there wasn't jumping in a first-person shooter.
Because it feels weird.
It does feel weird. But there's no point to jumping because they didn't design the levels to accommodate skillful jumping the way that Halo accommodates skillful jumping. Call of Duty has pseudo-skillful jumping.
Climb up on a crate.
Right, there's some situations where you can kind of jump and you can leap over things in Call of Duty, but it's not skillful jumping. Halo is probably the best platforming first-person shooter out there because with the crouch jumping, you pull your knees up.
Mm-hmm.
It adds a whole new element to the game that I've always loved about Halo. But so I think they just add jumping in Medal of Honor and a lot of first-person shooters to boost their Metacritic score.
You just feel
or
weird.
not lower their Metacritic score, which may be the
fucking weird.
Yeah.
When you can't jump, you just feel what's wrong?
Yeah, it does. It feels weird when you don't have jump on.
It's like switching from skis to snowboard. Oh, my feet are hooked to each other. This is weird.
Yeah, this is awkward. I don't like this. There's a small curb in front of me that's only 3 inches high, and I can't jump.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a sniper rifle right now, and a ton of ammo everywhere. There's a couple ammo drop spots. So this part, do you remember in Halo 2? There's a city level that had a shitload of sniper jackals.
Yeah.
And on Legendary, you just get one shot instantly. This kind of feels like that, except you don't get one shot. You get 2 shot, which is good, because getting 1 shot sucks ass.
Yeah.
If I get sniped in multiplayer, I know that there's one sniper on that map, and it's running out of ammo. And so the fact that I died helps the team, maybe? If I get shot in one... If I just get a headshot, and it's a good shot, it's oh, okay, well, that guy got a good shot.
And everyone else on your team saw that bullet.
And everybody else and they get to cover. They're not running out. When you get 1 shot in single player, it's oh,
that wasn't fun.
That's fucking stupid. Now I have to reload. That's not that's not a good challenge.
Didn't accomplish
That's
anything.
not a good balance. Right.
Like, the enemy doesn't get points for one-shotting you.
Right. And you're not penalized for doing something poorly, especially when the enemy are in completely inaccessible areas. It comes down to pure memorization of enemy locations. Like, that's not fun. And so, like, they did a much better job in this game than they did in, like, Halo 2 or Halo 3 even. I feel like that was in Halo 3 a bit, getting one-shot by snipers.
I don't remember.
Anyway. So this is the part I talked about a couple of videos ago where I found a way to skip a lot. Oh, so that guy's behind like a clear glass thing, which is why I was looking at him and not shooting at him. I edited out a section with me shooting 10 rounds at him. Like, why won't you die? I'm very badly burned.
My legs are broken.
So right now I'm using my jetpack to go into areas that the game really didn't want me to go in. And enemies...
They shouldn't give you a jetpack.
Right, exactly. So it says like return to the battlefield, and there's just like an invisible line there on that rock, like inches behind me, saying, you know, if you spend too much time out of the battlefield, it'll just kill you and revert you to the last checkpoint.
That's what happens in Assassin's Creed.
So I just kind of fly up and avoid a lot of those dudes. So kill all the snipers that you can, and then move forward. And like just hugging these rocks up here on the left, you can skip a lot of fighting. And I don't even know if this is the easiest way to do it, but for me, it's the most fun. Like, I don't know. I like fucking with the game. When you play a game, you play Halo games enough, you just want to break the game, basically. I enjoy breaking the game and fucking with the game and saying like, well, especially because I'm making the video. I mean, if I was just playing this by myself and not making a video of it, I would still do that. But I wouldn't get the same satisfaction out of showing other people how to fuck with the game. So I edited out quite a bit of just cutscenes and stuff there.
You just pick up Cortana?
I did just pick up Cortana.
Elevator, back of the chamber.
Because she's basically, you can fit her onto a USB memory stick.
That goes in the back of your head. In your helmet. That's where they kept her. In
I don't...
older games.
You know, you're right. You're absolutely right. He kind of like reaches behind his head and like clicks it in the back of his helmet. I don't think that fact shows up in this game.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of disappointing, right?
He puts her in her butt. In his butt.
Puts the lotion in the basket. Exactly. Oh, yeah. That's the carbon dioxide discharge.
After extensive testing, we found out your taint would be the safest location for Cortana.
That is the least likely place to get shot on your body, Master Chief.
Your taint.
Yeah. Because clearly Master Chief's balls are so big that they protect.
And they're steel.
Dude, this is another King of the Hill scavenging again.
Alright, I'm gonna play some Hero Academy.
No! Dude, I'm playing Halo 4 while I'm voicing over Halo 4. How dare
so
you?
meta.
I found 24 supplies at my 7-Eleven. I'm so cool.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Do you get discounts on chips?
I get discount double checks on my insurance.
Chief, what happened?
No, I don't.
You buy things are all over the map.
It's a long story.
Are you jetpacking?
I am jetpacking. If you jetpack up as high as you can go,
You'll die.
you will fall too far and die, even though you don't really take... Oh, so you take fall damage in this game, but it's not like Halo 1 where...
It was pretty easy.
Like, it was really... Yeah, exactly. It was really easy to take fall damage. But in this, it's basically you die or you
make it.
So, the challenge, that's an achievement that I invented for myself, is take the entire elevator ride down without touching the elevator and using the jetpack and not dying. That's what happens when you play through the game 3 times in a span of like a week. You invent achievements for yourself. Do you not do that? Do you not come up with your own crazy games? Like your own...
all the time.
I do that constantly. I think that's why achievements are so awesome, because well, for the super nerds like myself, they reward you for things that you were already doing, like finding all the collectibles, or taking an entire elevator ride down without actually touching the elevator and not dying.
Yeah, that's pretty hilarious.
What?
Just like making stuff up like that.
I love doing that. But
I mean, it starts out when you're a kid. All right, can't touch the carpet.
The lava game, man. You're at the grocery store. You can only touch the brown tiles.
And then your mom's yelling at you because you're like jumping around like a dick.
and riding the cart. I still do that. Is it wrong to still do that?
No.
I like how convincing. No, it's not wrong to do that. I do that every time. No, the old like old school carts, the one that the bums drive around.
The big ones.
The big carts, the big grocery carts. Those require a little finesse, and I'm 200 pounds, and they're kind of not difficult to balance, but like I couldn't do it if I was drunk. So to put my feet up on that axle on the back, and
Evan pushed carts for a job for a while, and he taught me this trick where you get the cart going and you hop on, and then when you want to turn, you step on one of the wheels to slow it down, and then it turns that way.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you can like turn.
You've got a steering wheel on a grocery cart.
You can only make about one turn, you know?
Unless you're going downhill.
Well, that's true.
Okay, so the bums, or the bum carts, right? The old school big ones. Those are kind of difficult to work. The new ones that are like the half size, they're designed kind of different. Like they're kind of pigeon-toed almost, and they're really easy for me to ride around in the parking lot.
So have you tried the?
So this is my everyday life.
Have you tried the IKEA carts?
Those are huge. No, I haven't tried
like,
riding those around.
They have 360 turn ability, like the back wheels pivot.
For all four wheels?
Yeah. So
Whoa.
I was there, and this dude has a, probably like a 4-year-old kid or something in the cart, and he's just spinning this thing in circles real fast.
Oh, goddamn Comcast! Why did you unpause? I wanted to watch the Daily Show and unpause. So this voiceover. So at 25 minutes apparently. Goddamn DVRs. This is not the first time this has happened to us either. That fucking Comcast is unpaused and not ruined one of our voiceovers, but contributed?
Yeah, it just turns on the audio.
Comcast just raped this voiceover. Thank you, Comcast. You just put your audio in my voiceover. How dare you? And if Mitt Romney's elected president,
more companies will be like Comcast.
Oh, my dad's calling.
Oh, you have to answer? Well,
hey, Dad.
Hey, John. How's it going?
Good. About yourself?
Doing fine, thank you. Life's treating me well. So what have you been up to lately?
Just working a lot. It's a very, very busy time of the year.
Yeah, are you still going to be able to take time off Saturday morning to go do your drive?
Yes, I am. Absolutely.